Hi everybody, Sir42 here. This is my Disgaea Collection. Since I'm getting the game today in the mail, I don't know what time, but it is coming today. I thought I'd speed all this along because, well, I'm procrastinating. And I just want to show my love for Disgaea. I go back with this IP since it came out in 2003. I don't know, I loved it ever since. I just love the aspect. I think this was the first game. It's the first game where I leveled up beyond level 99. And I think that was like one of the big things for me. And I wanted to see how far I could go, which was 4 nines, obviously. So, well, let me just get right to it. I'll start with the very first one. Well, obviously this mat. So, nice little mat. You get this at the store, the online store. It's a desk mat, obviously. It's really big. I use it for a lot of my videos, if you guys have noticed before. Excuse me. If you noticed in my past videos, I use this mat to like present stuff. I like it. I replaced another one that I have that's not Disgaea related. Oh yeah, here we go. What started it all? Right here. You can tell it's old. Funny story behind this. Back in 03, I had money to kill. And it was either this or Final Fantasy X2. And everybody was telling me to get X2, but I don't know, I just wanted this more. I think it was because at that time I didn't like the direction that Final Fantasy took. You know, where everything was looking kind of like realistic, K-pop. I was going into the more like anime, hence why I got this one. Still there, I believe. I haven't opened it in a long time, but man, there it is, Tsunami Bomb. Ah, jeez. I also have the this version right here for the PSP. I don't have the Japanese one with me, but I did buy it. When I heard this was on PSP, I imported it because I wanted to play it so bad. So I bought it Japanese and then I bought it again. I hope this Switch version has the Fog of War, which would be great. I never got to play this because I rarely know anybody that gets down with Disgaea. I really don't. There's also the DS version, which is pretty cool. I never finished it. I was kind of upset that they had to cut back on a lot of stuff. Oh right, sorry. I was like, oh no, but I know where it is. It's I have it in a case collection of other games, but I do have it. I just added this here because I don't have the Metroid pinball box anymore. And then the booklet, which the booklets are all the same. It's even black and white. But yeah, I like the idea of it being on the DS. It had pretty commentary, which I doubt it's gonna be on the Switch version as well, even though it's called Complete. And there's a lot of audio that they cut out because, you know, the DS had only so much memory. Here's the side one, Disgaea Infinite. I bought this at Comic-Con before it hit the shelves. It was fun. It's really story driven. And it takes a lot of patience to get through. Wow. At the time, I didn't play Disgaea 3 because I didn't have a PS3. So I didn't know who they were. It was awesome though. This, man, this is really good. This is my second favorite Disgaea game, with the first one being the first. I love 1 and 3. It's not in. Oh, it is here. Okay, I thought it was. I thought it was in my Vita. There it is. I sunk almost, well, it's half as many hours on this as I did Disgaea 1. I really got into it for some reason. I really like Mao. I can't decide between him and Laharo being like my #1 favorite. But I will lean against Laharo because he was the first. So here's the bigger stuff. Whew, this. You know, I never finished it. at this time, I really got burnt out with RPGs. So I took a break from it, which kind of sucks because I really, really, really wanted to play this like to completion. And even better, like you get all the DLC characters and the secret characters from the start. So I had my favorite team. You know, Laharl and Mao and Zeta. I used this for a while before I washed it. Man, I love this thing. This is gonna be another unboxing video, so I'm just gonna be really quick about it. So the main thing is, you know, the art book, which I didn't open. Complete. And all this stuff that I wish I had digitally. Cause I mean, it's cool having it on book, but I'd rather have it on my computer because I can like put it as wallpapers and stuff like that. Still waiting for that. What do you call it? Like the first 4 games had it. And Makai Kingdom, they had the CD where you get all the art. But anyways, that's that. It's really good, but again, I couldn't finish it because at this point, I was playing nothing but RPGs. It was this, and then at the time, I was still playing Disgaea 4, which it's also good, but it's way too much. It was honestly way too much. Anyways, moving on. Speaking of Disgaea 4, I got this one. Again, I buy my Disgaea games online from the store now because they come with like cool stuff like this. And yeah, the last game I bought was Disgaea 3 at GameStop. That's because I just got a Vita, so I never got like special editions if they had one. This one's very basic. It wasn't that big, but still. One of my favorite ones. Gotta put this away. This one. I remember I was so psyched for this because it was like the actual sequel. I procured a PS3 from a hotel. It was just lying in an arcade room, so I took it because I didn't have a PS3 and I wanted to play this. Don't tell anybody. The game is still on my PS3. One day I'll take it out of there. One day. So we got that. Then you got the CD here. Again, I'm gonna go through this really quickly because this isn't an unboxing video. Soundtrack. Little collectible cards that I don't know what the use was of this. Just TNA you can, you know, take to the bathroom. And then the book, which is always great, right? You can tell I rarely open these things. Same art. Some promotional stuff that's new. Again, they need to release a CD so I can get all the artwork because I like it. And this thing, I opened it, but I never like assembled the characters. Ugh. Yep, they're still there. I think I'm just gonna buy a separate set. Dude, the box is so crappy. I think I'm gonna buy a separate set so that I can open and display, but other than that, these are gonna stay in their bags forever. He's in there somewhere. Alright, moving on. What have I done? Mouse pad. Smaller one. I'm using it. Hence all the dirt. Damn. It's not as dirty as it looks on camera. But as you can tell, I'm actually using it. It is funny, they took off Volcanus. Because he's probably too ugly. So look at this, right? Etna, Flan, Etna. They rearranged a couple things actually. No, they didn't. And then look at this one. Flan, Volcanus, Spaceship, and then Gordon. So they added this and they took out... Man. Oh well. Yeah, I guess it's a good choice. These things are freaking awesome. And I used them for a while. Let me clean it off a bit. You can tell I don't use them anymore. Clear files. It's just for folders and shit. And they also have the Flan one. This was for the... this came out with the PSP promotional stuff. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I only got a hold of these. I never got extras. I got this little thing here. When I went to Anime Expo last year, the terrible Anime Expo. It's a little preeny USB. I want a backup. It's kind of broken here because one of my friends broke it on a drunken stupor. But I super glued it back. I use it actually. I still use it. Pretty awesome. Bam, the backpack. I shamelessly used this for a while. It's really small actually. It kind of sucks. But, I mean, I did use it for Comic-Con. I remember I used it a couple times outside just for the hell of it. But like I started to outgrow it. And I didn't think at the time, but I think this was the bag that Nisa wore from Hyper Dimension. I didn't know about it back then. So I have this thing. This Etna painted figure, sculpted by Bubba. It's kind of cool. I remember for a while I didn't put the wings on her because she looked like a regular girl. It is what it is. There is one that I'm missing, which was the Disgaea 2 one. That one is somewhere in my parents' house. I don't have it with me. I don't have the space really. But those are the only, that and the Japanese Disgaea PSP are the only two items that I don't have with me. This. I was so excited for this freaking manga. But honestly, I was kind of disappointed. Like, I really was. It wasn't as good as I thought it was. I never finished it too, but like recently I got around to finishing it. There's a little festive card that I got. I forgot what I bought. What do I kept it. It's kind of neat. Got this old mouse pad that I don't use anymore. It's seen better days. This was back in like whenever the hell this art came out. A long time ago. Pretty cool fans. More promotional stuff from the Disgaea Portable, as you can tell. That's for the DS and then the PSP. And then there's the second one here. The Rose and Queen version. That's kind of neat. This. At the time I didn't play this for the PS3. I kept getting multiple copies of this because when Nice used to be at Comic-Con, they used to give out free stuff for, you know, purchasing items, and I would always buy like it was always over $100 of stuff. And yeah, and I got multiple copies of these and the inauguration CD. I have it somewhere. This thing by Cospa is pretty awesome. I used it a little bit. I didn't want to use it too much because I don't want to ruin it. It's just pretty much an Etna mug. Searching for lost memories. What a cliche plot line. Acceptable back in the day, but today you can't have characters with amnesia. it's just, it's been played out. I got these two things. Oh man, I was happy when I was reading these. The only thing about this though, I didn't like how, what's it called? I didn't like how they portrayed Mao as a coward on one of the scenes here. Because in the game, he was never like that. He was never scared once. And in here, he was like running for his life. Oh, this thing. The Disgaea Printy Pen. This, I forgot where I got it from. Oh, see, promotional. Printy Touch Pen. For the DS. I have two. This one's like in its wrapper. So you can just pull it out for the first time. YouTube exclusive. Dude, this thing is freaking awesome. Anyways, moving on. Oh, the DVDs. I reversed the covers. I bought these twice, actually. I bought the Japanese version, and I saw it in Japanese, and then I saw the American version, which I paid separate. Yeah. This is one of the two IPs that I actually like watching and playing in Japanese and in English, because usually I prefer Japanese dubs, or sorry, Japanese subtitles. But Disgaea and Hyperdimension, no, not Hyperdimension. Disgaea is the one that I like both. Hyperdimension, I prefer dubbing. It's strange, and I'll get into that in another video. Oh man, the strategy guide. This thing is freaking thick. It's just too much. It's a lot, and it's pretty awesome. But pretty much, this is all you need. This is probably what I'm gonna pull out and start playing the game again. And then after that, there's this one, which is even bigger. Dude, I never got to like fight like the 18 balls in the freaking, what do you call it? There's like 6 balls that come out of a pirate ship. I never got that far because that game was a pain to grind in. And the second book. Dude, I miss broccoli books so much. This one wasn't as bad, but still I wasn't that crazy about it. It still had that clamp kind of feel to it, which I don't mind clamp, but it's kind of different. This box, it's a lot, and you'll see. Let me just carefully open. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna rip it. There we go. So obviously, each one has a figure. We'll just pull one out for now. Is this Jennifer? Yes, it is. So, I believe a lot of these are unopened. I just didn't want to open them. Let me see if there's one that is open. But yeah, I bought the whole box. I was like, screw, you know, the blind packaging. Oh, here's Laharl. I actually do have, I did get multiples. And I'll show you right now. And I have these multiples out, so I don't have to go through all this. But yeah, I bought them all, and you get, let's see, You get... They don't say. You get a couple. Well, hold on a sec. Okay, here we go. So you get those three, and then you get those three, and the secret one is dude, I can't believe I forgot her name. Priere. And the secret one, they were really generous with it because it kept coming out. So here's one of them. This is what they look like. They're pretty cool. You can tell this one has some wear, but you know, I obviously don't care because I got doubles. Like for instance, I got Etna here, missing her tail, so it's just her and the pretty. And I'll show you. I also have this one right here, the secret, which is a Priere. I got her like 3 times, I believe. Now here's a little special thing. These books, I got them from Mitsuwa. And I got them because they were talking about Disgaea. I got 1, 3, and 4. I didn't have 2. I don't think it showed up, so I missed that one. So this is more advertising for the PSP. And it came with a really neat comic, which I hope somebody can translate for me one day. But from what I've seen, this story is about Laharl. Somebody broke his PSP, and then he goes to the store and he buys another one. And then, as you can tell, he goes to the freaking Dark Assembly multiple times. I gotta translate these pages one day. But that's not it. And then there was issue 3 over here. And this was just talking about this guy too, because it was coming out and I was getting excited. And they have the parts of the manga. This I liked. It still has the clampish look, but I feel that this was different from the Broccoli book. Yeah, it's it's pretty bad. And then the 4th one, I forgot where I got this. I think I just got it for the cover, but it did explain more, I believe. Oh, maybe it's probably just because it was another manga. So this one, I have this sealed because I wanted 2 copies of each. And I've only got that one. I want to get the second one, but that takes like 4 weeks in the mail. And it's a pain in the ass. I'm impatient. I want it now. Even now, I have a flan Android that was supposed to come in like about the 27th of September. It hasn't shown up. And I emailed the guy, and they told me that because of the hurricane, it's a 2-week delay. So it's kind of a bummer. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it, but I'm kind of annoyed. But again, you know, it's out of my control. This thing. This is amazing. I'm glad I bought this when I did. Pretty much it's just a CD of the images, but it does have some background to a lot of characters. And some things that like you'll never see. You'll never see in the game. They'll never explain it. For instance, let's see if I can. I don't want to move the camera. Screw it, I'll move it. So look, see, only one demon at 100 can become a rune knight, a special breed of soldier capable of wielding both magic and swords. Says it can see the future using a power called the Zone. So yeah, they added lore for all the fighters, so they're not just like generic demons. Only here. This is where I found out that Laharo had tattoos on his back. And it wasn't as obvious back in the day, but now like they show it every time they can. I got the second one recently. I forgot this existed. But then it was given to me as a gift. Pretty much the same thing with Disgaea too. I knew everything here already. Dude, I was excited when I saw the characters from Makai Kingdom. The only new knowledge I had here was that there was a scrapped picture of Adele's mom that you never get to see. Alright, here's the big one. Oh, I'm just gonna get these over with. Strategy guide. This thing, I never used it. I don't use strategy guides for Disgaea anymore. If at all, honestly. I did it more for the collectors of it. And more. It's just like the other one. It's just stats. Not related, but I love how that does work. Disgaea art. So this is pretty much all like the good images. Select, honestly. It's not like everything, but it's all the good, like, it's all the favorite works, I assume. And promotional cards and stuff like that. And then this. I don't know why they made this one sideways, but they did. Again, this is Witch and Hunter Knight. But if we skip... Come on. Here we go, D2. That's all the stuff they did. This, I don't think this ever came out on the video game. Just more of that. Miss Laharo. Pretty neat stuff, I like it. And then this is the second Harada artwork. This is the one I want to buy sealed. And this is just all the side characters and the rough drafts. As well as their bios. I love this. I still to this day do not know why he did not finish this. This is like the cutest raspberry ever. Alright, these next ones I totally forgot about until I went to visit my parents' house. Thank God that I did, because these were in a hot attic. Terrible, just terrible. These things. The little figurines. I only got these at Comic-Con. But they're 8 little figures. Again, it's just... It's very, very simple. And I'll open each one. I remember I had these in display for like the longest time. Which is pretty cool. And it's 8 different types. It looks like Hara does like older artwork. So they got it down right. Now here it is. Everyone's favorite boy. Yeah, dude, they got it down right. I mean, look at that. I mean, yeah, they're not perfect, but I don't see these anywhere anymore. I mean, you'd see, look, it looks so old. He doesn't even have his tattoo on his shoulders. But yeah, this is pretty neat. Now you can tell where his foot's been on for like the longest time. Unfortunately, the boxes that they come with, they're stackable, but some of these items cannot fit in the box. This was later corrected in the other two I'm about to show right now. So here's the second set, Odyssey version 2, Radiant Overlords. 8 more figures. They seem to be not revisions, but it's like the same thing. The exception is that they finally made these big. The boxes, I mean. So the characters can actually fit inside, as you can clearly see here. And they added a circular disc so that they can fit, and they're stackable like the other ones, but these are more obvious. And here's Flan, and as you can see, they added this little circular thing for it, so they're not all over the place. And you can just build these, and you don't have to like worry about them falling off because of that. One drawback that I've noticed is that Pram leans to the side, which kind of sucks. But other than that, everybody's here. And as I said before, they are stackable, so you can put these here, and then you can put another figure on top. And we come to the last part of this video, which is the second set. The other version 2 and Devil May Cry came out at the same time. If you noticed that Edna Laharl was absent in the last one, that's because they're in here, as well as other variants. Before I forget, I also have the wall scroll for this one, and it's not pictured here, but I do have the Disgaea one as well. I just don't have it, I have these instead. It was Disgaea 3, but I changed it because these are more appropriate in length. You know, I almost forgot this. I almost did, but there's more. There's more! Well, these are the last ones, but plushies. Never used them, but you know, I'm a fan. God, don't let there be roaches in here. Oh, thank God. You never know. I keep these sealed, but you never know. Yeah, this is Curtis in pretty form. It was pretty cool. I got these at Comic-Con. And also have the original Prinny, which is right here. Same thing. I think they reuse the same thing, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. Well, one's darker than the other. But there's that, and then there's this one that I got recently. And by recently, I mean like back in 2014. Oh no, it got undone. Which is this one, the Asagi Prinny. This came off, but it's supposed to be like inner neck. This coat's a little spongy thing. I don't know why. I guess to show that she has something in there, but here she is. And then these aren't exactly official, but I got these when I went to Anime Expo. It's just cell phone charms. Ew. Gotta clean these. I got her, him, and her, blonde, and Cicely. It's pretty awesome. Kind of get nasty in the summer. Oh, and I still have this pen from way back in the day. NiceAmerica.com. It's got like the printies on it. It's pretty cool. Still works. And now truly and sadly, the last part. Come across this little box I made. I didn't make it, but I put all my pins in here. Look at that. These are from the cell phone straps. And then this is one of them here. It kind of sucks that they kind of go out. You know, they fade. It was never that like orangey. And I got a couple. So here's Laharo. Right, and then these other two. These are all like Disgaea 2 promotions. And here's what they belong to too, the respective things. I dropped one. I mean, they were alright. Damn, this looks like some kind of like old 70s crap. And the one that fell right here, the same thing. And we got their official buttons, which wasn't really anything special, I mean, honestly. But I still, you know, I support Nipponichi a lot. A lot. I don't buy all their games, but I buy the games that I love. And then the pin sets here, which are really awesome. Let me put them up close. So here's the first set. A little bit scratched, but still. I can't find these anymore. These are official. And then the good ones here. Man, I remember I had 2 of these, and I had this one on a jacket, and it fell off, and I never found it. I was so mad. Mad at myself, but mad nonetheless. Alright, well, sadly that is truly the last of my collection. That's all I have besides the Disgaea 2 Etna figure and my Japanese Disgaea portable. Both from my parents' house. Yeah, I really love this series. It's one of the 5 IPs that I really, how do you say, come close to home with, I guess is the word, or I don't know, it really resonates with me. And it's been what, 15 years. 15 years. Okay, I know I said this time and time, and I'm serious. I'm serious. Until I get the Flan Nendroid, this is the last of my Disgaea stuff. This thing is freaking awesome. I'll show you this quickly now. But yes, I have this. I mean, I think this is it. There can't be anything else Disgaea I have with me. I love this thing. I think I made a video on it. Or not. I think it's a Twitter post I made. These. I love Nendroids. I really do, but they're so expensive. But look at the quality. It's amazing. Look at it. Look at it. If all my stuff would be burned to the ground one day, I would go strictly digital on everything. But I would collect Nendroids. Oh, God forbid that ever happens, but you know, if it ever does, I will start collecting Nendroids only. But yeah, that's it. That's the last of the stuff. That is my entire Disgaea collection. 15 years. I love it. And I can't wait to play Disgaea 1 Complete, which I should have gotten in the mail by now. And when I do, I'm going to do another unboxing video of that. So there's going to be 3 videos today. Those 2 and then the live stream. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. Thanks for watching, for putting up with me this long. I'm pretty sure this is a long video. I didn't anticipate it to be this long, but I knew I had a lot of stuff. I don't know how to end it, but, well, I'll see you on the next video, I guess. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.